and we're going to do a closing on this live stream hop. Hasn't this been a wonderful, wonderful live stream hop? Yes. So let me get situated here while folks are coming in. Hi, Angie. Welcome, welcome. Well, let's light my candle. Woohoo! The last Sunday of the year. We have to do art in the last Sunday of the year. Hi, Patricia. Hi, Southpaw. Welcome, welcome. There is Deb, Art Zoology. Welcome, 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 Deb. Glad to see you online. Hi, Letitia, Heavenly Gifted today. And Kiesha, hi, Kiesha. Don't forget, January 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, 12 noon Eastern, Kiesha has a vendor's market. And you can get some real bargains there. A lot that you can get that you don't have to pay retail for. That is what I like about these sales that go on the internet. You can get some really nice stuff. Hi, Mary 2 and Karen K. And Sheila. Hi, Sheila. There's Aunt Beck. You've been sorting your bead stash. Yeah. Aunt Becca's going to be doing a beading project here coming up. We haven't quite announced what we're going to do January 8th, but I think I'll just go ahead and say we're going to do throwback. So Aunt Becca is going to be beading, and I am going to attempt to reinvent clothespin bags. So we'll see how that goes. I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to do that yet. We'll figure it out. Hi, Janet. Michelle Scott, welcome, welcome. This is your first time. This has been my first hop. She says it's been a blast. Many art shows all day. Hasn't this been fun? You know, you get to sit and chat with so many people. I used to stream. Well, and I do. I still stream on Sunday nights and on Friday nights. But let me tell you, I figured that it would be fun to take one Friday night out of the month and one Sunday night out of the month and do a hop and hop to other channels. And it also gives other people the chance to, and some people like Ann Lar had not done a lot of lives, and now she streams in our Friday night streams, and we've invited Letitia, Heavenly Gifted, for one of our hops. So we're really looking forward to that, Letitia, having you. Hi, Rhonda. Welcome, welcome, Rhonda. Hi, Cindy and Auntie Mamie and Arlene. Hop, hop, hop. Hi, Artidar. Artidar? Is that how you pronounce that? Artidar Martano. And Janet's here, and Holly Dalton, and Jane Lidderick, and Mary Lou Antilupi. Welcome, everybody. There's Rosemary Morris. Let me tell you, that Rosemary Morris, she's doing these, what do you call them? Santos dolls? Of course, I had to get one. It's on its way. I got the notice from Etsy that it's on its way. Maybe it'll come tomorrow, and I'll get to open it Tuesday morning. I can't wait to do that. Rosemary Morris is so creative. Well, let me tell you, talk about creativity. Every hop tonight has been so fun. Let me go to the schedule here. I've been reading off of my tablet. Let me go to the schedule here, and let's review the hops. Kiesha came on with this wonderful button necklace, and I'm going to have to replay that and see how she wired it together. I was still putting things together. While all these hops are going on, I'm creating a playlist. So, and my playlist is in there, and I think I have all of the videos in that playlist. Now, if you go to my playlist settings and look at the very top playlist, you'll see all the videos for tonight. And I was setting all of that up while Kiesha was talking, so I didn't get to see the very first part of Kiesha's, how she put those buttons together, but I am really interested in how she did that. And Jamie, I'm back. Sorry about that. I don't know. I'm back. Let me put my camera back on the clamp up here. Good night, Becky. Thank you all for sticking with me. I don't know where it lost me. It just seems like there has to be one internet. Well, who else was having trouble tonight? Was it Juanita? Was it Juanita or Malia that was having trouble tonight with the sound? What I was saying about, well, let's welcome the rest of you in here. Rosemary is here. She's doing a happy dance. Riri's back. Cindy's here. Yeah, YouTube's been nuts lately, hasn't it? But what I was saying was, somebody was talking about, needing more time or something, and it spurred a conversation that maybe we should do a JB5 theme. I was talking about the themes and just having a freeform night. And I think what we'll do is have some next year, have some themed streams where we pick something, but also have maybe every third month or so have a night where we just have what we call an art fair, where we just do what we want to do. I think the streamers are more comfortable with that because they can just kind of share what they've been doing. Like Shelley shared that wonderful Blue Book magazine that she made. But in one of the streams, they were talking about time and not getting everything in time. And I thought maybe we should do a JB5 session. And that went over pretty good. You guys liked that idea. Several of you said, yeah. And Barbara Clark sent me, I have forgotten all the rules. And Barbara Clark sent me all the rules. And what we could do is have one person lead each session. Like there's 5 15-minute sessions. So, but there's like 7 or 8 of us. But like one person could start it out and do the backgrounds, and one person could do something and something and something. And then at the very end, on the 6th person, how many people do we have here? Let me see. We've got, can't count me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got 8 streamers. So we could have 5. We could do a JB, instead of JB5, make it JB7, and then have Lisa come in at the very end and on her StreamYard, if she would, because I think she can have 10 people in at once. Or maybe she could take us in bunches, and then we could share what we've done. I think that would be fun. And I'll tell you, I'm not a JB5 person, but I think that I tried to fit my JB5s in 3 minutes instead of 15 minutes. So I'm not sure what I did, but it's where you work on art really fast. Journaling by 5s. I will share a link for you. So we might have to extend it to like JB7, something like that. So each one of us can do a 15-minute session. I think that would be really, really fun. So maybe we'll talk about doing that next month. Maybe I'll just make an executive decision right here and now, because several of you like that idea. Yes, Shannon Green created it. Arlene's going to go get a link for it. Rosemary says she loves JB5. I remember my first JB5. I don't think I've ever, it turned out to be a JB5 month. I don't think I ever finished my journal. And I did it on rosin paper. If you guys know what that rosin paper is, that construction red paper. And I liked what I did, but I kind of took it to the extreme like I always do. And I broke all the rules. And I never got this stupid journal done. There it is. Thank you, Arlene. So let's go back to the schedule. Jamie did that journal. She did some binding on her journal. Malia was she was doing this interesting page where she was sharing different techniques and different I want to say paints, but different media that she used on this art journal page. And she chatted a lot with us. I enjoyed that. I enjoy when we can just sit and talk to each other. And Juanita had little Altoid tins, and she shared that you can buy those Altoid tins on eBay. People will save them and then sell them. And I don't know if they sell them on a set, but it's worth going and looking for. And she made little traveling watercolor pans out of it. And I thought that was interesting because Dana Yates just sent me a whole set of watercolor for Christmas. So I might do something with those. Diana, Artfully, or Ayala Art, did a wonderful, cute, darling little penguin. Darling little penguin. She did a really nice job on it. And several people said they would use that for the face of a Christmas card. So good job on that, Ayala. And Artfully Blind with Diana, everybody loved what she did with those candles and the pastels. Very, very nice. And then Lisa, to recap all of this, Lisa did covered the journal that she started in our Saturday hop, which was yesterday. Cute little bird. And I think it was that an embroidered piece that she put on there? I missed that part. I was doing something, but then she shared some of her journals. Lisa is a wonderful journal. She just makes so many journals. She has everything journals and leaf journals, and she did a beautiful, she shared her Christmas book. And of course, she's starting another one for next year. And then right before me, Shelley was on, and I'm going to do, if I have time tonight, the advantage I have in coming last is that I can go longer than a half an hour. So I get to cheat. I get to break the rule. But while Shelley was wrapping the stream, I ran and got this Magnolia journal. And I think I'm going to do this. I'd never heard of Glue Book January. And Shelley was talking about Glue Book January. So I think that, yeah, I think I'll make it a goal to do Glue Book January. And I'm going to fold the pages of this magazine. I won't do it all tonight. I found this page was I thought was interesting because it has postage stamps on it. So I might just do something in the text area there. And look at this little guy. Paper and packaging. How life unfolds. Picky produce people pick boxes. Picky produce people pick boxes. He's got a little smile on his face. So I'm going to do that for January. But tonight, what I have to show you, let me get Chad here. Make sure and welcome to everybody who's come in. Julie Parker. Hi, Teresa, little sister Spitfire. Kiesha, Arlene, Angie, Michelle, Riri. Making sure I'm not missing anybody. Southpaw. What is JB5? JB5 stands for Journaling by Fives. Arlene dropped a link to it, but it was started by Shannon Green. And Shannon Green has been on YouTube forever, and she kind of quit doing videos for a while. She started a business and got busy and went off onto other things, but she was always out there. And she's just recently come back and started making videos. Usually she was doing them on Saturday mornings, but she started journaling by five. She calls it JB5, and she has a session where you do 5 techniques, and each technique you take 15 minutes to do, like 20 pages. Like you might put color, take the first 15 minutes and put color on every page for like 20 pages. And then the next one you do, I don't know, mark making or stenciling, images, that type of thing. It's really a fun, the purpose of it is to get you involved in doing it rather than thinking about it too much. Now, I kind of like to think about things. I still think that when I do my JB5s, I still think about it. I cannot think about it. And I have this little pet peeve when people say they overthink things, because I think you have to think. And if you think you're not thinking, then I think you're fooling yourself, because sometimes we go back and say, oh, that's horrible. Well, that's a thought. You know, you need to analyze that thought and say, well, why was it horrible? And then, you know, kind of self-critique yourself. But anyway, JB5s is meant to get you arting without being frozen into something, or get you working on a page, not afraid of a blank page. All of that is kind of involved in there. It's really a fun technique. I had a hard time adapting to it at first, but my last couple JB5 journals I've been really happy with. I did a JB5 with Beth Schuler, and I liked that journal so much I used it for my front porch journal one year. It's almost like a prompt. It's not, you have 5 given techniques. Like, go through, the whole thing of it is that they only give you 15 minutes to do 20 pages. So if you're painting on pages, you almost just kind of swoosh your paint on and flip, and if you prepare for it, you know, you can paint and then put a piece of wax paper down there, and you don't have to sit there and dry it. It's a fun technique, and there are a lot of videos out there, JB5's videos. Lisa says she wants to see Kiesha do the JB5. Kiesha's kind of, I have to say, I think I'm kind of like Kiesha. Kiesha says she's a slow crafter, or was that Shelley? No, that's Kiesha. I am too. I dwell on things. Like if I'm putting an image down, I can't just slap it down. That's, you know, I can't do that. I have to say, where does it look best on the page? What angle do I want it at? Where, you know, how is it going to work with what else is on the page? Do I really want it there? Is it telling a story? Well, I've taken up 5 minutes just deciding what I wanted to do with that image. So, but I have to say, I've done JB5s, and the more I do them, the more fun it is. Now, the other technique, not JB5, there was a technique going on not too long ago, several months ago, where you do art in 5 minutes. You give yourself 5 minutes to do a piece of art. And of course, you have everything out. Like if you're going to do an index card, you put that index card together in 5 minutes, you know, put some color on there, put some journaling, you know, put some embellishment on it, and you're done with it. I've done that before too, and that can be fun. Hi, Ami. Oh, Ami, thank you so much for the Happy Meal that you sent. I opened it. Well, I think I sent you a thank you, and I know you saw it, but just thank you so much. Ami sent me one of Shannon Green's custom keepers that I think Ami filled it with, made a junk journal out of it. And I'm going to be using that in 2021. And Ami, do you know if Pearl's going to be doing auctions again in 2021? I don't want to miss any of Pearl's auctions. I've got to go visit her channel and see what's going on. I met Ami at Pearl Brown's auction sales. Yeah. Diana says she dwells on things creativity too. Yeah. But I have to say that when you don't dwell on it too much, sometimes it can turn out really nice. Well, what do I have here in this box that I keep turning upside down? My prints came. My postcard prints. And they are they're photo prints, but I like them. Let me get out a package here. I like them because they're on paper. They can work for a postcard. They're matte, but I have 2020 on here. Well, I want to redo this label on my snow globe and make it 2021. And then on the back, you know how in photos I always have that printing on there. So what I was thinking was that I'd put a piece of washi tape across here. Now, my question was, how was I going to do my washi tape? And let's put this aside for now. I have 144 of these. And I was going to send them out at Christmas as Christmas cards, but my package did not come. So I was thinking this fabric, if I put it on, and this is nothing new. You guys have seen this. Rosemary Morris started this for us, this washi tape fabric. I'm thinking about putting this dark fabric. See, I like it. It's dark because it goes with the postcard. And this is going to be a postcard. And I'm thinking if I put my washi tape on here, and I have a good amount of it. So let's cut off maybe, yeah, let's cut some off here and play with it. Oops, I want the fabric scissors. Hi, Janet. Did I say hello to you? She says, Kiesha, you're making me laugh. What did Kiesha say? Oh, 20 pages. That's what I thought, Kiesha. 20 pages, but you would be surprised, really, actually, how fast it goes. I mean, what you can do in that time, I only want 4 inches here. Let me make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, I washed my brushes out, and they're sitting over here on the table, taking up room. Let me put my brushes away. I think if I mark this about to here, I'll have 4 inches. But now, how do I want to mark it? I had a chalk. See, that's what happened, why I lost my lighter thing. It fell. Now, let me put it away again. I lost my candle lighter. Well, now Penelope fell. Penelope! Oh, everything fell out of her little tray. Nothing's staying up here. It must be because I got to have things stacked mile high here. Let me just push it over into a corner and I'll pick it all up after the stream. I don't like to leave stuff on this floor. I do pick things up after the chat. All right, I have some white marker here. Let me see if I can put my hands on it. A white, yeah. We did one night, we went through and cleaned out my top drawer, and that really did help. It's about time to get straightened up in there again, but I can get to a lot of things now. So I want 4 inches here. I'm just going to try this. 4 inches. right here. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing Rosemary's Sancho dolls, but I have to tell you, I keep ordering Rosemary's kits. They're piling up on me, Rosemary. I'm still working on the sewing journal. It was in September, and she just keeps going. And not only that, Rosemary Morris, she gets all these kits ready every month. That just amazes me. It'd take me 3 years to do what she does in a month with getting those kits ready. Yeah. If I can mark this enough that I can see to cut it. I think I can. Okay, wait, I wanted it to go to here. To here. Oh, I already cut that. Oops. Okay. And let's see if I can cut this. Let me turn. I have this fear that I'm going to knock that candle over the cliff and start the curtains on fire. Right in front of you guys. All right, I'm going to cut along that white line that I drew. Maybe I should invest in a fire extinguisher, huh? Probably wouldn't be a bad idea, period. Wait a minute, I'm cutting out this little section here of fabric. There. Okay. It'll probably be the end of January before I get these done. That's how it goes for me. All right. So I have 2 pieces here, and let me put these scissors away and get these out. And I have this Duck Brand, D-U-C-K, Duck Brand double-sided carpet tape, which is the kind that I prefer. And we are going to, maybe I'll cut it first and then It's really sticky stuff. Let me put this pencil here so I can have my scissors back. Give me my fingers back. All right, I want it the length of this fabric right about here. And let's put it was it Jamie who said she had a wonky eye in her stream yesterday? And I'm going, see, I have a wonky eye. Look at how crooked I get. Let's put that on there. Let's see if I can straighten that out before it gets too... And I think the wonkiness is a well-known thing. They call it parallax. Parallax. It's like you look at it from one way and you see it from one direction, but it's really something else. That's what makes it wonky. Look at that, still wonky. That's still wonky. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fix this. But it really doesn't matter because I'm going to be cutting it up anyway. But maybe if I just use shorter pieces. I don't know. It just, my fabric's not wonky. It's just, hold on to that for me. I think I stretched it a little. Look at how it grabbed onto that. Wow. Now I got a piece here that well, phooey. It's got some once I get it, I'm happy with it, but I have trouble getting it straight. There we go. Now I got a little, if I can get this off again now. I got a little, yeah. Trying to get it too perfect here. There. Ha! Oh dear. I'm going to cut this off so I can see if this is even going to work. Where's my fabric scissors? I might have to work in shorter pieces. That may be my problem. I try to work in a big long piece. And this is short for me. I usually work in a longer piece than this. All right. Put my gold paint over here. All right, let's see. What I want to do now is I want on my postcard, what I want is a strip of fabric across here. So that's about 1/2 inch. So if I take my ruler, I'm not sure this is going to work. We'll find out. If I take my ruler, my tape is 2 inches, so every 1/2 inch I'm going to make a mark. This is actually, yeah, 2 inches, yeah. So a 1/2 inch here. Really, I need a ballpoint pen. I spilled my pens the other night, too. It knocked the whole tray of them down. I don't know if this is going to work. This, there. A 1/2 inch there, and a 1/2 inch there. Let's turn this around. A 1/2 inch, a 1/2 inch, and a 1/2 inch. Now I would cut this with my trimmer, except this duct tape is really sticky stuff and I don't want to gum up my trimmer. I suppose if I dedicated one blade to it, it would work, but I'm going to cut them by hand here. And I just need enough of a mark. So I have 144 postcards. And if I cut a 12-inch piece, 144 postcards, if I cut a 12-inch piece and get 2 sides out of it, 2 6-inch sides, right here is 6. Right here. Doesn't have to be perfect. Right there. You guys love it when I do my arithmetic online. So I get 8 pieces. So 8 into 144 will go 18 times. I'll need 18 of these if I do these on every postcard. But let's go ahead and do these. So I'm not going to do this all night. I'm just going to play a little here and we'll go on to something else. Janet says, Mary, I didn't see you. She's talking to Mary too. And I don't know if I can cut this with these scissors. I guess it's cutting. These scissors don't cut fabric very well anymore. I've used them so much for other things. So we'll experiment with 8 postcards and see if this does what I want it to do. And I might have to make these a little shorter so that they don't catch in the mailing machine. We'll see. But the whole reason for doing this is on the back of those photos, they printed that. They have this print come off, and I don't want that on there. So my thought is that I'm going to put these right across here. And then I'll put the address here and an address there and something message down in there. That is my thought. And I could do this. I don't have to do it with fabric. I just did it with fabric because I chose fabric because it's dark blue. And this will be fast once I get them all cut. I'm only going to do 8 of them tonight. And so I'll only have, what, 136 left to go. But I do want to get them done. I'd like to mail these out in January. And they just came. They came, well, we didn't get, did we get mail? We got mail Saturday. They didn't come Saturday. They came Friday, I think. Friday was, no, they didn't come Friday because Friday was Christmas. They must have come Saturday. I don't remember. They must have come Saturday, no, or they could have come Friday. No. They could have come Friday. I think I would have showed them in my Friday night stream if they would have come. No, I think they came on Saturday. I'm trying to figure out what day they came. Oh dear. I like how this is working though. It's working how I visualize so far. Oh, let's take this because I'm not going to use any more of this tonight. Let's put it back in the drawer where I can find it. Where I can find it when I want it. And the same with my, what? The same with my pen. My white pencil. If I put things back rather than let them sit out. Now we don't need my ruler anymore. And let's peel one of these off. I'm thinking I might need it just to, no, it might work. We have to get it peeled off good. And I might need, Penelope, where did I put you? She says, you threw me on the floor. I bought Penelope some more pins for her body because I keep using them and she's thinning out. Get that pin right in there, right underneath of the, should I zoom in just a little so you guys can see this a little better? Let me zoom in a little. Welcome everybody who's come in. I appreciate you coming. I appreciate you guys doing the hop. And please remember to give those gals that stream a big thumbs up because they take a part of their day, a part of their life every month to stream, and they always do interesting things. I'm laughing about the JB5 because, yep, we're going to do a JB5. Kiesha's going, I don't know if that's going to work for me. But Kiesha, if you just do one, you don't have to do it all. You just would do one. Do as many as you can. If you can't do 20 pages, do 10 pages or do 5 pages. Do as many pages as you can. Oh, I'm kind of liking that. You know, when Journey sends me postcards, she always has strings hanging and everything. So I think these little strings, it'll be a little ravelly here, but I think that'll be okay. So let's do the rest. Let's do 8 of these. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the good thing about this is when they do this, they must have, you know, do it automatically because they're all in the same spot. I almost wish they wouldn't put that on there. I don't know if you can request it not be in there, but they'd probably charge you extra. And when you try, like I have a hard time getting this off, I use my palette knife sometimes, but another trick is to take your needle, get right under that paper and kind of tear it. Just kind of pull your pin up until it tears. Gives you a little, you're kind of making you a little tab, a little pull tab, and then you can pull that paper up and possibly get a hold of it. Let's see if I can come at it this way. There. And sometimes you can take your pin and bend that fabric back too, or whatever you're using. Yeah. So these are going to come out to you guys. I'm laughing because of how sticky this stuff is. Oops. Come on. Be good. Oh, I think I'm going to like this. And maybe I'll put a stamp over here and just write Happy New Year or something about 2021. Maybe I'll do a stamp. Not tonight. So I still have to finish my Christmas journal. I call mine a holiday journal. But I'm kind of waiting. I got Happy Mail on Saturday, and I haven't done anything with it. Yeah, so I want to put that in my, I'll be putting that in my journal. And I have a feeling some more will come tomorrow. But it's about, I'm getting it pretty full. See, what I like about this, doing it this way, is I got the double-sided tape on this. And I don't have to mess around with glue sticks and wet glue and all of that. It just sticks down. And for something like this that you're going to send through the mail, you don't have to fool with all that other stuff. So let's keep going here. So I get my pen, maybe come down, maybe a 1/4 of an inch, come down, and then just get it underneath of the paper, not underneath, not on the tape, but just kind of tear up, and that'll give you kind of like a little pull tab. If I can get at it now, there it goes. Come on, I had it. Grab it here with my pen. Gives you a little pull tab on this. I have a terrible time getting this release paper off of all kinds of double-sided tape. It's the release paper that gives me the most grief. I keep saying they should put a pull tab on it. Good night, Michelle. Thanks for coming. How long ago did she leave? Oh, just a minute ago. Sleep well. Kiesha says, Mary, you could try using some tape to pull it up as well. That would work, but I don't think it might work on, this is release paper. So I don't know if on this slick side, if we could try it. Let me try it on one. Now I got this folded under. Hold on a minute. Got this. Well, I'm going to clip that off. Hold it. It folded under on itself. This one will be just a teeny bit shorter. Let me try a piece of tape. I'm curious now. Let's see. Let's see if that works on this slick paper. Oh, I put my tape away. Hold on a minute. We'll try it with the double-sided tape, the same type. We'll try it with a piece of this. See if it works. I know tape will work when you're pulling napkins apart. We'll just pull this whole thing off. I use tape when I'm separating my napkin backs. Yeah, see, I don't think it's because this is, if this were just plain paper, it would probably work. But because it's release paper, it's just going to peel right off. I'll put that up there and use it on my calendar. Sometimes when I cut it, I leave a little piece of fabric, and that helps too. But sometimes, see, this has enough fabric there that the tape didn't start till about a 1/4 inch down. You could do that too. My tape kind of doubled up on this. This one will be a little shorter too. It's okay if it's a little short. It doesn't matter. But that would be something you could do, is just leave a little pull tab of fabric. But the way I did this, I didn't have any. I'll put that right here. I kind of like this. Did I run out already? No, here's a piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where's my other piece? This one? Yeah, 8. You like the stringy look, Deb? I do too. I love what Journey does. Journey does beautiful, beautiful art. She just, I keep telling, see, I didn't get tape on the first 1/2 inch of this. So this leaves a nice pull tab. That would be a way that you could, because that pulls right off now. That would be a solution too. Not put the tape on the whole thing. Yeah, Journey does wonderful art. It just, I keep telling her she should submit to Stampington. I'm gonna see, can I pull here? No. I'm gonna trim that off though. And sometimes if you just pull back on, pull back on the paper, sometimes it's enough that it will separate. It just depends on what you're working with. But I think I'm going to get this one off. See, I just pulled back on the paper there, and that worked fine. So sometimes it's stubborn and sometimes it's easy. I've only got one more. Hold on. Let's cut this off. Yes, on JB5s, it is 15 minutes per prompt. 15, you have like a prompt to say you're putting color on the pages. And you have 15 minutes to splash paint on 20 pages. So divide 20 into 15 minutes. 20 will go into about 30, what? 20 pages, 50, about what, not quite a minute a page, about 3/4 of a minute a page, I think. All right, so those got the backs on them. Now, what I want to experiment with, that's all we're going to do with this for tonight. I'll play with it off camera. Yeah. Mary's laughing. When she says off camera, she means in her next stream. Let me throw these away. I got stuff on top of my wastebasket. Hold on. I'm going to put the rest of these. Now what I want to do is take this gold paint. I want to take this gold paint and paint out these labels, because I am going to, and I cleaned my brush. Can you believe it? I cleaned my brushes. I just want to paint those out because I don't want to send out 2020 snow globes. They're going to have to be 2021 now. Oh, and I can give Penelope back her pen. She says thank you. All right, let's use it off of the cap here. And I'm just going to swish it on here. And then I'll go back and write 2021 on these. So hopefully this will dry enough that I can work on it after I've done these other 7. So I want to send these out to everybody in my stream that I have. I mean, to my users who I have addresses for. And some of the addresses may be old, but I'm going to send them anyway. I think I still have Barb Fillions. I sent out a Christmas card, a postcard to Barb last year, and it came back in the mail. And I never got it resent. And it's sitting over there on my art cart. I tried. Whoops, that's not gonna. There. But I have some other things I need to send to Barb too. She gave me her address, and I thought that's what I used, but it must have. One of them came back, and I had, what they did is they ran the postcard through a machine, and it put the barcode down here. And I had already written the address. I wrote the zip code or part of the address on there, and they put the barcode on there, and then they couldn't read it because of my writing. So the lady at the post office showed me, she says, when you write your messages and your addresses especially, be sure that you leave space for that barcode if they put a barcode on it. But I get so mad at the post office now because they don't cancel these postcards anymore. And I was complaining about it to my local postmaster here in town, and she just looked at me, and I said, well, I can tell you don't collect postcards 100 years from now. They won't know. And Rhonda was listening to me complaining about that one day, and she sent me a set of stamps, post stamps. And she says, if the post office doesn't cancel your postcard for you, you can cancel it yourself. I thought that was funny. I said, thank you, Rhonda. And I sent a postcard once, and I was sending it to myself. It was my ball jar one. I did a watercolor of a ball canning jar, and I sent it back to me. I sent off one to somebody, and then I sent one to myself, and it came back to me, and instead of bringing it in here and putting it on my desk, I left it on the dining room table. Well, my brother thought that I wanted it mailed, so he mailed it again, and I never saw it after that. So I don't know if they have some way that they know, because it wasn't postmarked. It wasn't postmarked. I mean, it wasn't canceled. So he thought that it was ready to go to be mailed again, and he was going to the post office, so he was going to mail it for me. And he did. And that's the last I saw of it. So, and I think it was Teresa Church who had pity on me, and she sent me a ball canning jar postcard because I was complaining about it. I love you guys. So we're just going to work with these 8, and I'll show you what else I'm going to do to them if I can. And let's get my Kreations journal here and get this paint off my brush. And just, I call this my Kreations journal because Dee Dee Willingham said one day that, is it Tiffany at Southern Gal Designs? And she was talking about Tiffany and Meri journals. And I'm going, I don't know what journal she's talking about. And she said, oh, they'll just throw things in there. And I go, uh-oh, I better start a journal. So I'm calling this my Kreations journal after Dee Dee. I like Dee Dee a lot. I think she's going to be on tomorrow morning. Maybe I'll be rested enough from this weekend. I did get a lot of rest this weekend. Oh, and talking about Dee Dee, I do want to say the New Year's Streamathon, for those of you that are listening who care about it, the schedule will be published. Actually, it's going to go live on the community tab at 3:05 this morning. I scheduled it. And so it'll be on my community tab first, and I will post it in Phibbsville Friends for those of you that are in Phibbsville. And Violet will put it, or Janet will put it in the announcements. So it'll be in the announcements. I do have a link for a schedule out on a public document on my Google Drive. And I'll do a little promotion video tomorrow and put that link in the description box. And also, I'm going to send it to Jean, Homeschool a Mom, and she's going to put it on her blog. I talked to her tonight, and she's going to put it on her blog. So we have 2 days scheduled for the Streamathon. We doubled the days. The first day, all the people, I think except for one person, and that person is Jean, the musical scrapper, who hosted this last year, who put all the scheduling and everything together last year and the years before. She didn't want to do it anymore, and I didn't want to see it die, so I offered to put it all together. And it's taken me a little bit to get it put together because I've been involved in all the other stream hops and all my art and everything. But it'll go live tomorrow, and you'll have it by Thursday. So, but I'm so happy that everybody who did their streams last year, except for Jean, is going to do it again this year. I was able to get a hold of everybody from last year, and they're going to keep their own spots. Well, except for one person. I had to change one person. She was the one I was waiting on, and I didn't think I was going to hear from her. And so I went ahead and assigned her time, but she responded, so I gave her another time, and she was happy with that. So, and then on the second day, we have an overflow of people who are streaming. So, and I'm real happy about that. Now, I put Barb Owen on the schedule. She's not technically a part of the stream, but I emailed her and I said, Barb, even though you're not technically a part of the New Year's stream, why don't you let me put your link on the schedule? And, most everybody who comes to her streams on Friday afternoon knows her anyway, but she may pick up some people. And she okayed that. And, she's just going to stream like she normally does. The only difference is that her link is going to be on her schedule. And everybody else is going to stream. There's no theme other than New Year's. Everybody's going to do kind of like what we did tonight. It's kind of like an art party, an art fair. So it's a good way to start out the new year. Okay, I'm going to put these aside except for this first one. And hopefully let me put these two aside too. Hopefully this one will be dry enough I can work on it. Yeah, it's dry enough. What I want to do, where is it? Where is it? I got it out. Now where did it go? Well, it's right here. I was able to get to the hardware store, the True Value hardware store, where I get these Krylon pins. And I was able to get 3 more. I figured I was going to need a couple more to do all these postcards. So I want to outline my postcard in gold. But really, before I do that, let me set that there. The other thing I want to do, and this might take, this will be an experiment because I don't know if I can heat this. I'm going to put a little of this extreme glitter around the snow globe. And I don't know if I can get this. Yeah, there it comes. Nice little plug there. And I need a clean brush for that. Let's take, no, I don't want to take an art one here. Let's take this one. And let's see if I can't put glitter around the snow globe without, and I'm going to heat the card to see if it will ruin it. I got extra cards, so if it ruins it, it'll just be an extra. But I'm going to paint glitter. This is extreme glitter. And it looks opaque now, but it will dry transparent. And I was thinking about putting glossy accents on it, but what I'm wary about with glossy accent is it's sticking to something in the mail. I think the extreme glitter will dry. Well, the glossy accents will dry too, but I just trust this more. I think I'll put just a little bit more on here. What I really should do is pour some out. I don't know if I can. Yeah, I can. Let's get my, I don't want to use that. Let's get a piece of wax paper. So you'll get 2021 postcards. And then I'm going to put I'll do up the back. We'll see what I can do with that. But I don't know if I want to spend a lot of time on these postcards tonight. Now, it really doesn't matter if that gets thick because it's a snow globe. So let's see how it reacts on my photo here with the heat gun. Of course, where it's thicker here, it's going to take longer for it to dry. I think it's going to be okay. Oh, no, it's okay. I was afraid it was running, but it's not. It's dry. Let's do another one just because I want to use up the glitter glue. We'll let that one dry a little more. So these will work for January cards if I can get a move on and get them done. And even if you don't get them until the end of January, they'll still work for February. But it really doesn't take too long to do this once I get at it. It's just getting at it. Getting your art on here. Let's do another one. just so I can use up the glitter glue. And you know, this glitter glue, I don't have to be too careful about it because, you know, I'm just putting it in like you would like a glass globe here. I don't have to follow the outlines too much. I guess I'm going to use this up right here. And I think it was Gail, bless her heart, sent me 4 sets of postcard stamps. And I think she sent me some money, too, to get more stamps. Okay, we'll I think this is going to work fine. It just has a little glitter on it. I'm good with that. So while these two are drying, the other thing I want to do to these is I want to take this Trilon pen. And I was looking for New Year's images, and I want something other than party hats and fireworks and streamers that I could carve a stamp out of to stamp on, you know, on the edge here. And I looked on, well, I just Googled it, and all I saw for New Year's images was fireworks, pages and pages of fireworks. And I'm not going to carve a fireworks stamp. That's for July. Let me throw this stuff away. Let's shake it a little. Let me put this back. Now, per Aunt Beck, you don't have to pump this. You just hold it down. So I'm trying to do what Becky says. Hold it down and let it flow. I think it's starting to come. Yeah, I can see it on the edge there. It's coming. It just needs a little time to flow down. Yeah. Okay, so now what I want to do, and I just do this by hand. I just make a border. And this has a white line around it. I should try that too, put another white line. I need to perfect my white line technique though. I'm not going to do that tonight. I'm not prepared to do the white lines. We'll do this. Oh, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. That glitter on this one may have gotten a little thick. It kind of pushed her back, but she's inside of a snow globe. I might take my pen and do my white lines. We might play with this one some more. We're going to outline this. I'll be doing this for the next 2 weeks. If I hurry though, yeah, I mean if I don't dawdle, or if I get into the zone of doing it, I can pretty much churn them out. I'm pretty happy with that. I'll set it over here. Let's see what these are. I might have to dry these a little. They're a little tacky. Let's dry them a little. I'll just do these two and then we'll move on to something else. What time is it? It is... Oh, it's after 11:30. And I've still got 61 of you in here. My goodness. Kiesha says, a smiley face, happy for the new year. On the stamp, I want to carve a stamp. They do a moon pie drop in Alabama for New Year's. Oh, a clock face. I wouldn't even have to carve a stamp. I probably have a clock face stamp somewhere. A clock face would be a good idea. Times Square crystal ball. I kind of like the idea of the clock face. I don't know if I have one small enough though. I know I have clock face stencils. Toasting champagne glasses. No, I don't want to do champagne. Although that's a good idea. I guess we could toast the new year. One year I carved a baby stamp and the baby looked like it was 2 years old. It looked like it was a toddler rather than a baby. I carved it really fast though. All right, those are dry enough. Let's go ahead and do these two and then I'll move on. We've had enough of this for one night. What I want to do next, oops. Oh, I guess I can get that off real fast. What I want to do next is, let's put another line down here. I should put a ruler here to keep me straight. I think I'm going to fold those magazine pages. Now I noticed that Shelley was using a glue stick. And I don't like my glue sticks for that stuff. I don't think they stay stuck. So I'm not sure what I'm going to use. Wet glue will wrinkle the pages. I could just take a little bit of my Yes paste because my Yes paste needs to be used up. It's turning yellow. I'm liking this. I'll have to, seems like I get to this one point and it wants to go its own way. I'll have to think about what I want to put on for a stamp. I kind of like the clock face, but I don't know if I have a narrow enough stamp. It'd have to fit right in there. This is the last one. I like these Krylon paint pens. I'm going to have to go back to, this has got a, oh, that's the, I can get that snipped off. I'm going to have to go back to the Ace Hardware store because they've got more than just gold. They got all colors. I should get me 2 or 3 of them and just play with them. I like how the paint flows out of them. And they're wedge shaped. They're wedge, W-E-D-G-E. You know, I like where these prints came from Snapfish. They had a big sale where you could get 70% off of 100 prints. So I got them made for fairly cheap. But I was thinking about my white owl and my squirrel. I'd like to have those pieces a little bit larger. If I did 5x7, it costs a little more. So I'm thinking about going to a local printer here and seeing if they can't print off my white owl and squirrel for those who whatever Dee Dee does, Meri follows. I think Dee Dee is younger than me, but she's my older sister as far as art goes. She's just like my older sister. If Dee Dee does it, Meri has to. Not everything though. Dee Dee does a lot of coloring techniques that I don't do. I was teasing her. She said, I don't know what I could do in 30 minutes. And I said, how about a mind map? She said, I'll look forward to you doing it, Meri. I don't know. I wish Dee Dee would do more mind mapping things. Okay, here are my 3 postcards. Now, the only thing I have left to do here is I'm going to put 2021 on all the labels. I think I got this on a little thick, but this is my first one. I like this a little bit thinner, and it still is sparkly. If you could see it, it's sparkly. And then on the back, I'm going to write postcard, and I'll just hand print it and draw a line there, and I'll put my address here, and then the address of whoever I'm sending it to here. And then I want to put a stamp there and just write a little message. Now, if it was still Christmas, I would say keep the joy. I'll have to think of what I want to say for 2021. So let's put these away. We're done playing with these for tonight. I'm really happy with how things are going to turn out on here, though. I'm happy with the tape crossed here, and I'm happy with how the paint went on here. You can still kind of see it, but by the time I put the other numbers on there, I'm happy with the sparkle on them. I'm happy with that. The only thing I haven't done was put some white on there, but I'll do that another time. I'm ready to put these aside. So let's see let me come out and chat a little bit before we move on. Oh, thank you, Arlene. Arlene, I never did get a book that you asked me if I got your book. I never did get a book from you. So maybe it'll come tomorrow. I guess mail's really backed up. Yeah, I think Dee Dee is done with mind mapping, and I haven't quite figured out why. I don't know if it's that her community doesn't care for it. I love it. I love it. A lot of people don't like writing things down and drawing things out, but mind mapping for me just takes me into other worlds. It's almost like doing a painting and not knowing what's next. You know what I'm saying? Like when we do our paintings sometimes and we make these big discoveries. When you do a mind map and you put that information down on that page and you see what one thought leads to another thought leads to another thought, and by the time you're even halfway done with it, you have a whole new concept that you never even entered your mind when you started. I do like mind mapping a lot. I don't know why she's kind of backed off of Society of Idea. She gets it in there. She works it in there every now and then, but it isn't like she does it as a regular thing. I don't know why. Barb Batzer says, are one of them big O's make a stamp with some kind of a germ or something on it? Ew, I'm not going to put a COVID on my postcards. Is that what you're talking about, Barbara? Hopefully in 2021, most Americans will see that we need to be there for one another. Now, I agree. Thank you, Carla. Kiesha says, all right, ladies, hope everyone has a wonderful, blessed night. Thanks, Meri, for the fun hop. Thank you, Kiesha, for participating. Don't forget that Kiesha is doing a marketplace vendors sale next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, starting at 12 noon Eastern. And you can get some bargains on there. I won't be there. Well, we'll still be streaming on January 1. So I probably will be there like Saturday or sometime Sunday. I won't be there every day, but I'll come. I get some nice stuff from her. Thank you, Meri, too. We're back to what we could put on there. I kind of like the idea of a clock face. I'll have to go through my stamps and see what I have. I might even have a partial stamp that has a clock face on it. Oh, there's Barbara Clark. Oh, she went to bed. Oh, I didn't get to say hello to her. She probably heard us talk about JB5s, though. She sent me the directions for JB5 because I've long since forgot them. But just looking at her, looking at what she sent me, it all came back. Angie was getting sleepy. Yeah, if you guys are, it's getting late. It's 11:45 here. So if you're on the East Coast, it's 1:45. So I'll forgive you if you need to say goodnight. I'll forgive you. Let me set you guys down here on the makeshift table. Let's play with Kiesha's Glue Book January. I love what she did. Now what I'm thinking, let's just go through and fold these pages first. I'm gonna do what Shelley did. Did I say Kiesha? I meant Shelley. I might have said Kiesha because I had Kiesha on my brain a minute ago. Shelley did a glue book out of a magazine just by folding the pages like this. And she folded this like that, and she made a long one. And I think that's a wonderful idea. I think I'll do Glue Book January. I don't know who's doing it. All I know is I heard it from Shelley tonight. So I'm going to do what, oh look, I'm going to leave those stamps. I like those stamps. I don't know if you guys, can you see the stamps there? A Dollop of Daisy. They're talking about sour cream. So if you have a magazine, this is a Magnolia magazine. I got these free at the library. 10/10 people prefer their water to taste like the best water they've ever had. Okay, I agree. And I'm not folding it way in here because I'm thinking by the time I put glue on here, it's going to need some flip room. Some room to flip back and forth. Oh, look, we've got some veggies there. What is the one thing you want to be more intentional about? See, this is this would make a good list. I did break down and buy that. If you watch Barb Owen, she shows on her streams every now and then, she shows these Breathe, B-R-E-A-T-H-E, Breathe magazines that she gets. And they're kind of about wellness, and they have good lifestyle hints, articles. And I bought the new one because I wanted something to read. I went grocery shopping Saturday because I think we're going to have, they're predicting a more bad weather here next week, and I didn't want to get stuck with my brother having no milk and, you know, me not having any coffee. So I went grocery shopping Saturday, and they had that Breathe magazine on the stands. Ooh, I like this. I almost feel like folding it this way. No, I'm going to fold it this way because that's how it's going. So really, the only thing that's going to show are the backs of these pages. Unless I turn it around and do it like this way and meet in the middle. I could do that. Now I'll probably find something pretty on the other sides. I mean, they're all the same size pages. I like that wastebasket. But anyway, as I was looking through that Breathe magazine, oh, we'll get Chip here. No, he's going to be... Sorry, Chip, you're going to get folded under. It has a lot of good questions that would make good list questions. Now, this is upside down. It's too bad because now I like this. I wonder if I just fold it this way. Because I like it like that. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'll say whichever one I want. So I don't know who started Glue Book January. Shelley talked about caged fish. Now I like caged fish, but I don't get over to her channel a lot, just simply because I don't get to a lot of channels a lot. And I feel like I should be watching Tanya and Lisa and Beth, and I don't get to watch them and Becky and Dee Dee and Barb Owen. Those are the channels that I watch on a regular basis, and I haven't been watching a lot lately. So I know who Caged Fish is, and I like her art. I don't have time to go there a lot. But I know she does a lot of glue booking. Ooh, I think I'll fold this one this way because I like that tree. Let's fold this one this way. I don't know if you're supposed to fold these all the same way. I'm not. And they're all, when I put them this way though, they're about the same height, but when you fold them down, they're different. So Shelley Crafting Mamas has inspired this glue book. And I've got a lot of fussy cut images. And you know, I like to sit and fussy cut when it's snowing out and the weather is, you know, snowy and you can't go any place or do anything. Just sit in your recliner and fussy cut all those historical images. I'm liking I don't want to fold in the pretty. Yeah, see, when I fold it up, they meet. When I put them down, they're a little off, but... Now, see, here's another one. I don't want to fold that in. What's on the other side? Pictures, but I like that. Make a good glue book background. So this is all Shelley's fault. Another journal. And I'll have to decide how I want to glue these pages down. I'll just fold them tonight. I'll think about it. I'm thinking yes paste right now. And just take a little yes paste and run it. And I don't have to worry about gluing all the inside down. Just run it around the side like you would a glue stick. And speaking of glue sticks, we were talking about making our own glue sticks. I was asking Shannon. Shannon was talking about how the glue stick doesn't stick. And somehow we got off on making our own glue sticks. And there are people who do make their own glue sticks. But I tried one of their formulas and it did paste, it did glue, but I left that glue and the glue stick for a couple of weeks, and I opened that glue stick up and it was all black inside. And I'm going, what is this? And I forgot it was one of those glue sticks that I made. All the glue, it rolled up nice. I forget what I used. I think I showed it online, but I opened it up and it was just black. I mean, it was black. It was gooey. I threw it away. So whatever that was didn't work. But you have to have the right formula. But I'm wondering if Yes Paste could, I suppose it would all dry out before, you know. I would love to know the formula for making those glue sticks, so we can make our own. We're in the food section now. I don't mind gluing over food. It makes me hungry when I look at it. So what are you guys saying in chat? Let me quit ignoring you here and get out the tablet and see what you guys are chatting about. Mary, Carla at Caged Fish is doing Glue Book January. Thank you. I thought it was her. I think Shelley mentioned her. Yeah, Caged Fish. She was the one that I was saying I don't get over there a lot. Every now and then I'll watch a replay. But I'm lucky if I get to Becky and Tanya and Lisa's streams. I was going to watch Tanya today and she was having computer issues. Arlene dropped a link. Let me go catch that link and put it in my watch history. Now I'll come. So after chat, I will go watch that video. I have it in my watch history now. Thank you, Arlene, for dropping a link to that. Thank you very much. You put the link in Fibsville. Okay, thank you. Hashtag Shelley's fault. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, hashtag Shelley's fault. I'm wondering if I should go back and fold some more this way. I'm getting an awful lot of these. Let's turn this magazine around again. I like that sign. It says wash and fold. But see, I like the lilacs here too. I'm going to fold them this way. Or whatever they are, pansies, petunias, whatever they are, they're pretty flowers right here. Oh, they have invisible cancellations on those postcards? Well, that's a lot of phooey. We don't have those invisible machines 100 years from now. If you're a postcard collector, you always look at the date. See, they're ruining it for the postcard collectors, I think, when they do that. But try to tell the post office something. They aren't going to listen to Mary Abrams, that's for sure. Ooh, I like that stapler, but I also like this little box here, but he's going to get folded. But... Come on. So this is just a way to use up a magazine, and that's what I like about it. Because I have a whole bunch of Magnolia magazines just sitting there in a sack. I got them at the library. Joe's New Cookbook from the recipe box. Good night, Rain Girl, Cindy. On the glue stick, you tried the rice one, and it only... I think that's what I tried. I do think I tried some rice, but I mixed... Did I mix Elmer's glue with it or something? It did stick, but after a couple weeks, I'd forgotten that it was, I even got it rolled up and put inside of the little glue stick thing. And after a couple weeks, I opened it up and it was black in there, totally black. I thought, ew. I don't know if it wasn't mold. Whatever it was, it got thrown out real fast. That was a fail. This is just all about Magnolia magazine here. Yeah, it takes, I looked it up because, you know, every product that they make has to have an MSDS sheet that lists what's inside of it and everything because of, you know, of all the allergies and all of that. And I looked it up and they give all the scientific ingredients, but try to pronounce some of those words. And probably in the end, it's like alcohol, well, probably something else. It has to have a binder in it. And it has to have something to keep it still moist. But you know, you think about those Scotch glue sticks. I don't know if you've ever used those Scotch glue sticks, but if you leave them, if you don't use them after a couple months, after you've opened them, they get all gummy. They get all gummy. They do not have a good shelf life after you've opened them. I don't know what it's like if you leave them closed forever, but they don't have a good shelf life. So it has to have, like you said, the right ingredients. I'm liking this. I think this is going to make a fun glue book. Now, we might have to go back in and we want to hear from you. Bed, and I kind of like that bed, but I like this too, so I'm going to do it this way. It'd be fun to find the right ingredients for a glue stick. Mine was a fail. I'm about done here. Dare to eat differently. And all I'm going to do tonight on this is just fold it. I'm not going to do any more to it. I have so much I need to get finished. Now next week, I have some things I need to mail. I had that giveaway last week sometime when I gave away some old art. I think I called it an old art giveaway. I got to get those mailed. And I gave away a nutcracker. My nutcracker, I gave that away. So I do need to get those mailed, and I want to do that the first week in January. I want to get that out. I should make that a resolution to get all my Happy Mail out. But you know how resolutions go. So do you guys have a word of the year? I'm using the same word that I've used for the last several years, and that's triumphant. I like the word triumphant. T-R-I-U-M-P-H-A-N-T, triumphant. You have to have something to triumph over, so that kind of says, and we need some triumph in our 2021, needs some triumphant. But I've used that same word. Ooh, I like this. Only those who risk going too far can possibly find out how far one can go. T.S. Eliot. So if you risk going too far, you found out how far you can go. Because you went too far. You found the boundary. I am going to like this, Shelley. Fold, not phone. Teresa says, that girl will make a pretty paper doll on that fold there, Mary. Which one was it? This one? Would make a pretty paper doll? This one here? Must be that one. I'm almost done. I like when I saw Shelley doing this, I thought, what a cool idea. I'm going to join I'm going to join Blue Book January. So here I am, floating pages. I like that plate. Too bad it's right in the center. Tailored toppings. Worker bees and baskets. I like the baskets here. There's a bunch of girls here, paper doll girls. Oh, she was back a bit? Let me go back. Is she still on the fold, or did I fold her inside? I might have folded her on the inside. I'll bet I did. There's a little girl there. Hat rack. I probably folded her on the inside because we're at this one again. Well, we got these ladies. They'll make good paper dolls. I'll bet I fold her on the inside, Teresa. Yeah, I folded her on the inside. I'm not going to go and fold them all. Oh dear. This is just a plain text one here. I think that was my last one. All right, so now she folded the cover. And let's fold that. I'm not going to fold. I want a little bit of a I'm not going to fold it all the way in. I want to out a little. Maybe I'll just fold it, leave it about a good 1.5 inches, maybe an inch. Like that, because I want some space in there. I like the length and width of it. Maybe a little bit more here. There, I think I like it. Alrighty. Now, what else was I going to do tonight? I had something else I was going to do that wasn't going to take too long. Oh, I know. Speaking of journals, let me pull it out here. This is going to be a trick. I have all of this that I've been accumulating all year. And I keep tucking it in over here on my computer desk. Here. Let me zoom out a little. Let me zoom out. I'm going to sort this out. I need to start binding some of this. I'm going to set you guys aside so you don't fall off. And I'm going to put my candle over here. Put my scissors away. And let's put my gold pin in my drawer so I'll know where that is. And the other one, I'll probably need this other one. I'm going to put it in my drawer too. What's this? This is trash and stamps, and this is glitter glue. Let me throw this trash away. All right. So this is a tag Oh, I need this out special to send to LAK. These are the envelopes I don't want to... Let me put these over here. The envelopes, I don't want to show you the addresses on the envelopes. These I want to show to my brother. These are the paint cards that... Is this one? Yeah. These are the paint cards that I got for our kitchen. That I want to say, I'm trying to get him to paint the kitchen. He just, yeah. So here's that Nutcracker hand drawing. I think I can put that in my journal now. And it was Sherry Van who won the Nutcracker. I need to send that to her next week. These are letters, stencils. I'll use. This could make a nice flip page and put stuff in there. So I think I'll keep that out. That's a paint card. That's my fox. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with him. Put him back where my white owl is. This, it says recycle this package, so I think I'll cut it apart. I could make a pocket out of it. We'll keep it. We'll keep these. And see, I've been folding this stuff up inside, so it really isn't that much of a mess. I just have to decide what I want to do. Oh, my candle. I'm going to set my world on fire here. I think this is blue PT paper. This is parchment paper. These were, you know, here's a, this is a baker's dozen, what we did in May. This is one of my Yummy Pages prompts. And these are the butterflies from my carved book. I need to get back and finish my butterflies. Black paper, coffee stained. Here's a snow globe thing. I'm just kind of looking and see what I have in here. See, I can't throw that away. It's too cool. Here's some owl envelopes that I stamped them a little bit too high on the flap there. I didn't like these, so I said I'd save them for my journal. This is just paper towel stuff. That can go over there. These are napkin backs. I was painting on napkin backs. That's what those are. Here's the old postcard giveaway. I need to save this out too. I need to save this and that so I can get these mailed out. The owl postcard. I want to get those mailed out. You'll get owl postcards in January. And that can be crashed. And that's, oh, this is wallpaper. I think somebody sent this to me. No, this is the back of a book. I must have painted on it or something. I'm not sure what that is. Here I was doing, this was a rub-on off of that photo album that I got. I did a rubbing. Here was where I was playing with walnut ink. Here's another rubbing. This is another Valentine's for mods. I did that in February. Wonder if I sent those. No, I think these are owl postcards too. I'm going to save that out. Dangle piece for Josie. I know I didn't get that sent out. I know where it's at. Now I need to get it sent. Isn't that terrible? These are super chat notes. These are more towel stuff. Now I should fold these zines up tonight and send some zines out. Just send them out. I've got a whole stack of copies here. I'll keep a couple. These are my house zines. I went and I had photocopies made of them. Here's the original zine. Right here. I don't know who got this. I think Beth. Did Beth get my house zine? I don't know who got my house zine from Dee Dee. She never did tell me who she sent it to. I'm going to keep that out. That'll go in my zine book. But here I got all of these. I'm going to save these out. Maybe we'll fold these up or start on them or something. That's just white paper. This is, I started to put directions for my Matryoshka dolls. This is where I was figuring up stuff. Housing giveaway, Lynn J. I wonder if I sent it to her. I think I did. See, I should mark that. I need the resolution to be much better with my Happy Mail next year. This I didn't want to throw it away for some reason because it looked yummy. I don't know. I don't need it anymore. It's nothing that I want. Got to throw it away. Okay. So I know what all this is. And I'm going to bind this all together in a journal. I just haven't figured out how yet. I might just do a punch binding and do a blanket stitch around it or something. I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. But these are all going to go in a journal. And I'm just going to go through them tonight. And the more I think about this, I think I'll just save the back part here. Or I could save the front part. Here, let me open this up. I could save the front part. They say please recycle it. Save the front part and make a page like that. Let's put stuff inside of it. Like this. Yes, that's a good solution, Mary. Like that. And then I think this would make a fun insert. Fold it in half and put stuff inside of the, take out the paper, make it a transparent. So that's what that'll be. And let's fold this up like this. I would start binding this tonight, but I have another I want to bind before I tackle this one. Now this stuff, I think I've gone through this before because I think it's pretty well sorted out. These are stamps. This is my Yummy page links. Yummy page, one of the Yummy pages I did. That's the other one. Here's a sketch of Johnny on his motorcycle, quick sketch. These need to go in my, I'm making a journal of Fibsville. Here's Johnny here. He's not going to go in this journal. I want a Fibsville journal. This was melted crayon. I was going to send this to Sue's. Where are you? That's going to my space journal. Here are stamps from 2000. These are from last year. And I saved this because I have a list of everybody I was going to carve a stamp for. And these are the ones that I carved here. So I know Nina's gets a teddy bear and it got lost in the mail. Kimberly gets a bird. I got that ready to go. Lori gets an owl. Statue of Liberty to Terry L. An owl to Artsy Nancy. An elephant to Barb. So I want to send those out, but I want the mail to settle down. And here are all the stamp-offs of that. I did that last December. Here are some stickers. They don't need to be in here, unless I was going to stick them on. I think I'm going to save them out. Here's a failed, I don't know, it looks like a rabbit. I think it was supposed to be a dog, and I didn't like it. Here's white paper. I was going to make ATCs here. I'm going to save these out. They'll go in one of my January journals. They're not going to go in this. I got a few here. I can save these. No, I'm going to put them all together. ATCs. But I have a journal now for ATCs. So, and this is just painty page papers. Painty papers. Dictionary pages. Dictionary pages that I tore out of the dictionary. to use. And this is purple paper. This might have been sent to me in Happy Mail. Here's where I was stamping off those M's. I got that great big wood that Meri too sent me, I think. Here I was cutting papers. This, who sent me this? I think either Suze or Mitzi sent me these. Pretty ladies to draw. 100 Years of Fashion. I think there's 2. These would make good twinchies or good domino things. Here's the foxes. I've got 4 or 5 foxes that I want to send to Carla. These are the ones that I'm keeping for me. But I redid the eyes. I don't like these fox eyes. This one, I'm keeping it in this journal. I'm going to redo the eyes. But I'm going to send one to Carla and one to Sheila. I think one to Arlene and one to somebody else. More Happy Mail that didn't get sent. This is just a magazine. Here's this great big honkin' cardinal. This is the big one. And this it looks more like a cockatoo than a cardinal. Some daffodils, iris, I guess, on March 20th. Iris. And here's a washi tape page folder I made here. This reminds me a lot of Kathy Berg, does those altered folders. I was watching her do that in the Saturday Hop. This reminds me, I made just strips here, fabric strips. This was all done with carpet tape. And then I put this pretty block print off in it. I like this a lot to make a nice cover for a journal, a little journal. Martha Stewart Living, we have more Christmas here. Ann Lahr sent me these fish. Oh, and the 100 eyes. I got 8 out of 100 done. Postcard giveaway for Holly and Norma. I got those sent. I remember doing that. Pop-up giveaway. Did I send those? I think I might have, because I wrote Addie, Addie, Addie. Domino. No, these are the domino ones. I got to save that out. I'm going to save both these. I got to make sure. I need to go through all my giveaways. Twinchy journal. That went to Lori Reed, and Meri, I'm so bad. Junk journal giveaway. Karen, I think she got her junk journal. I think I sent that to her. I hope I did. This is the ladies' envelope one. Janice Glines. See, I didn't get all this stuff out in the mail. I'm so ashamed of myself. Doodle pages. Here's some daffodil stamps on an envelope. And I was doing twinchies, and I was making envelopes for the twinchies. Here's the stamp off of what I sent. This dove went to Meri too. This is a stamp off of it. I know I sent that out. Here's just a foam sheet. I might keep that out. Oh, and here's from notes from one of Dee Dee's streams to illustrate a book. She did this last January. And I started doing Sir Walter Scott. That's as far as I got. I wandered lonely as a cloud over vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd of golden daffodils. And there's my daffodil stamp. Just art. I made those foamy stamps. These are print-offs of foam stamps. I made a light ball, a scissors, a dress form, a spool of thread. I think this was supposed to be a brain right here. Brain. Somebody said, do a brain. Yeah, see, I need to put this all together. This all has a meaning to me. This was from a Dirty Dozen. Gosh, I could almost do prompt cards or postcards off of this. I'm going to save that out. More foam stamps here. And what I like about the foam stamps is that you can use acrylic paint with them and they'll survive it. And this is a book cover, I think. Somebody might have sent me that. What's this? Oh, these are notes. I think I mailed this because I got mailed 1/3/20. So I think these got mailed. I usually note them on there if they get mailed. Here's a prompt list, a pick 10 list, a dirty dozen list. I keep all my prompts. Here's a Picasso roll. I think this is the first one I did. I did it with Beth Schuler. I was sitting in there on my recliner and I didn't have anything close, but I had a history book. So I tore a page of George Washington out of the history book and he's right here in the nose. I kind of like that Picasso roll. And here's another one I did that looks a little creepy. That one didn't turn out so great. Painted paper. That'll make a good background. This is just postcard project paper. Here's another envelope. And I think I used it as, I opened it up and used it as drop paper. And then here I got a little wild and melted it. Melted holes in it. Using a heat gun on it didn't work so well. So that's the end of that. So I have to bind all this somehow into a journal. I'm just kind of sorting through, reminding myself of what I have here. I have one more stack that I don't have inside of anything. Why not? What's this? Oh, this is wax. I poured wax on this page. This is wax. It's peeling off. Why did I do that? I don't know. Let's fold it. I guess I wanted to see how it would look if I just poured wax on it. It's pretty on the back. Now I'm going to throw that away. Well, no, maybe I'll just throw it in there. This is a mosaic page. I think this came out of a book. I was going to use this as a background. Jason and the Argonauts. I think these are fussy cuts. Let's save the fussy cuts out. And now I'm just back down to extra art cutoffs here. Cutoffs. I have all of this over on that computer desk. Oh, here's a stencil. I'll put that over with my stencils. Put this. Let's put this here. What's this colored? I have them all mixed up. I have some shorter ones and some longer ones. Some square ones. So Lisa was flipping through her journals. Mary's flipping through her junk. Oh, my wannabe journals. Look at these fussy cuts here. I should put them in a folder. I probably have a folder I can put them in. You know, they could almost go in my book that I folded tonight. Greek culture. I don't know what I'm going to do with all this stuff. How am I going to bind this? That's the story. Loose leaf binding. Now what Giselle Grenier, oh, even before I came down to Nebraska, I was kind of hanging out with her, and she has this never-ending binding. Well, she'll take a sheet. She'll take a, well, let's use one of these as examples. Say this is a strong fabric like denim or something, canvas. And she'll take a sheet and she'll bind. She'll bind it a sheet at a time, like that, over into that fabric. And she might make a, maybe she'll make a folio. I guess you can make a folio there and bind that. I haven't decided how I want to do it, but I like the idea of a never-ending journal for this because it is never-ending. But it needs to be done because 2021 is coming up and I got all of this to bind. Really, that isn't that much. It's just 2 stacks of it here. That'll make a nice journal. After I get all this stuff sorted out, because these will go into fussy cuts. This I need to get me a box, start me a box for cutoffs. All right. So I'm sure it's getting late. Mary's chattered and chattered. I worked on my postcards. What else did I do tonight? I worked on my postcards. I sorted out stuff. We did some, oh, I folded that magazine. Let's see, let me see, this is here. Oh, I know what I want to do yet tonight. Where are those zines? Are they in my hand? Yes. Let's fold a couple zines. I'm not ready to go to bed yet. I'll figure this all out. I've sorted it out. I kind of know what's in it now. Actually, I got some more over here. I got another stack, but I won't pull that out. I'm done pulling stuff out. We're going to put this away. Put those in a book. Let's fold a zine here. Now, the only thing about these zines that I didn't like is I took it to a printer, but he didn't understand. Please don't put white edges on there, but he did it anyway. So I'm going to take my black marker and mark. We'll fold a zine. We'll fold a few of these. I'd have a giveaway, but I have so many giveaways I have to get out. So I might just mail them out when I think about it. And I'm not going to promise them to anybody, because Mary doesn't keep her promises very well. My little horse. Sitting here keeping me company. Let me fold a zine tonight. Oh! Get that candle away from my paper. I swear I'm going to burn my desk down. Guys, watch a fire start on Mary's desk. Way to ring in the new year, Mary. I need to go through those lists and figure out what. I know I still have my dominoes to mail. And I know I still have erasers to mail, but I've kind of held back on that because of the mailing situation. You know, I sent my swap off to Kathy Whitney. You guys heard me complain about that. In a priority envelope, supposed to get there in 2 days. You'd think that they'd handle priority a little bit differently. You know, you pay $8 for one of those envelopes. I might as well have sent it first class because they didn't get to her for a week. I was very disappointed. I blame the postal workers because I know, you know, I don't blame the people. I blame the management. They're overworked. Overtime, I get that. I don't blame them. But I think things could have been done a little bit differently. But it's pretty easy to sit and complain when you don't see all the, I know that too, when you don't see all the background stuff going on, it's pretty easy to sit here and criticize. But I was disappointed because I paid $8 for that to go, and I might as well bought a $2, sent it in the mail for $2. So I'm kind of holding off on the bigger things like my dominoes and erasers and stuff like that. All right. Let's go ahead and fold this one and cut it just for the fun of it. I won't do them all tonight. Let's just fold. This is one of my house scenes. This is a print. So we fold it. Put my candle back over here. Put my horse back over. And I fold it this way. Yes. Hot dog fold. This house scene video that I did this in, I had it close up and my head was in the way. But it, when I was drawing it, I got in the way of my drawing. But still it had a large number of views on it, which surprised me. I guess they liked it. I should do some more of this. Oh, Janet. She's gone to bed now, but she said I should do a zine of Phibbsville buildings. And I should. That would go over really good. Buildings in Phibbsville. I'm having to redo these lines because when you print this stuff off, especially if you take it to a printer and have somebody, I think I had Office Max do this. They don't care. They don't know what it's about, I mean. I think they'd care if I explained it all, but that's the way it goes. Fold it in this way. I should send one of these to Tanya because she's the one who inspired all my zine making this year. Zine journals. Bless your hearts for putting up with me. Yeah, we should do a zine of buildings in Phibbsville. We could do the courthouse, the thrift store, the Meri Atelier. We have to figure out the cafeteria or the restaurant. A library. All right. So now I need to cut. And we're going to cut it here. I'm getting tired. I'm about ready to call it a night. And I put black along here. Just because that tends to open up. I got this original. I could have more prints made. I have to go to this library where I like the printer in this library in the town where we do our shopping. They kind of closed it off because of the COVID, but I think they're open now again now. They messaged me and said to come in and renew my Nebraska card. My Nebraska card is a card where you can get it at your local county library. I want this one as my front one. And you can get a Nebraska card, which lets you check media out in any library in the state. And I like this library where we go shopping at because not only do they have a good printer, they have online magazines that you can read. So I should go there and do some printing. I'm pretty happy with these folds. Let's do, if I can find a glue stick here. Did I save a glue stick out of my, I got a glue stick here, over here. I took my little tray off of my desk so I could work. And here, is this a glue stick? Is it a full one? No, that's not a glue stick. I'm going to use this. I can get at it. What Tanya does is glue the, of course now my open ends, what is that? Yeah, here are my open ends here. Tanya glues the open ends together. And there's another one here. I got these little glue pins from Norma, bless her heart. She sent me another Christmas present. And she doesn't just send a Christmas present. She sends a whole box of presents. She sent me some Mandela cards, some of Barb Owen's Mandela cards. I should get those out and do some of those, because I'm not a Mandela person. They might convert me. Let's put a towel down here. That wet glue is a little wet. And there's my little thing from a photocopy. I'll fold up the rest of them. I'll probably just mail them as surprises when I get them. It'll be a surprise when you get them. So I wanted to do that tonight, and we worked on the postcards. And I went through my journal stuff that's accumulating. Where's my postcards? Put them over here. We did some postcards. We worked on postcards. That's what I did tonight in my Freeform stuff. I did this because of Shelley. So I'll be working in this. I don't know, by the time I get glue stuff in there, it's going to get fat. So I suppose we'll be taking some pages out of here. Or breaking the binding. I hate to break the binding. We'll turn it like this so I can put my, no, we'll do it like this. I'm trying to think what I want to do for my thumbnail. Let's do it like this. Hold it and get you guys off the table. Hold the phone. Mary's playing again. Where's my fabric? We'll put this down. Like this for my thumbnail. I swear I'm going to start a fire here tonight. These are put the ones I have the gold around them. Gold around that one and gold around that one. There we go. This will be my thumbnail. So let me come out and chat a little, and then I'll say good night. And tomorrow's Monday. Dee Dee will be on tomorrow, and Janet Young. I think Kathy Arbor comes on in the afternoon. Janet Nash comes on Mondays. I don't know if she's going to tomorrow, but she comes on Mondays. I'll probably be sleeping. I usually sleep in on Monday mornings. And I don't know who comes on it. I think Kathy Arbor in the afternoon. And then Lisa, My Eclectic Life, is going to work in her journal, do some pages or something in her new journal. Imelda, what's going on? Mary, please look above at my comment to you. That house scene is adorable. What else? We're not on total lockdown. I try to be patient about the mail now. The second wave of shutdown coincides with the holiday season, and there are quite a few postal workers out with that virus. I'm glad I'm not a postal worker. Which comment? The one about the postal or the scene? Stack Shape says, I have the hop to look forward to today. I missed you all because it was night here. Well, thanks for peeking in and saying hello, Stack. What did Imelda say? Oh, hi, Marge. They're talking about the lockdowns. Marge West was in here. No one starting fires on your desk. No fires on your desk, Mary. Oh, there's Azure. Hi, Azure. Put all the prompts in one place. Yes, I agree, Azure. Except I have prompts in my other journals too, where I just wrote them on pages in the journals. I am starting to, I don't know if you're listening, Azure, but I'm starting a regular Pick 10 book. I can't put my hands on it right now, but I do the Pick 10 page and then I put the prompts on the back. But I agree with you, those prompts should all be in one place. Mary, what about a big pocket journal so you don't have to put holes in your treasures? That is a thought. Is that the comment you wanted me to see? Yeah, that is a thought. I could do a big pocket journal, just a big journal where I just tuck things in. But the only thing I have against that is things fall out. I like a bound journal. But we'll see. I haven't decided. I was just sorting through it. Marge said hi. I haven't figured out about Imelda yet. Wow, you sent your son-in-law a birthday card on November 3rd and he hasn't got it yet. Yeah, I think you were talking about the big pocket journal, Arlene. Yeah, that is a thought. I'm not sure about it. I'll have to think about it. Oh, and I haven't sent the Coke book out yet. No, I'm holding on to it, Teresa. I'll wait until that. And when I do send it out, Teresa, it'll probably come priority. I know we have tracking on packages, but I feel a little safer sending things on priority, but I'm going to let all this Christmas rush settle down. Not only did we have the Christmas rush, we had all this mess with mail-in ballots, and the post office just got overwhelmed. So Mary didn't want to overwhelm him with her art. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and call it a night because it's almost 1 o'clock here. You guys on the East Coast, it's almost 2 o'clock. Thank you guys for sticking with me. Thank you for joining the hop tonight. It was a really fun hop. A really fun hop. I always have fun in these hops. I always learn so much. So don't forget, I'm going to, the New Year's Eve streamathon will start Thursday morning, real early in the morning. I might stream before the streamathon. I don't know. The streamathon starts at 6:30, I believe, Eastern, which is 7:30 for me, and I'm usually up at 4:30 with my stream, so I'll have to see. I may come on just a little before and just play and then turn it off and come back on. I'm the first person to stream in the streamathon, and that schedule's going to be published tomorrow. Watch for it. It'll be on my community tab. It'll also be in Fibsville. I'll put a, I'm going to put a document on my public drive for anybody who can't get at those sites. And I'll also send it to Jean Homeschool Mom, and she's going to put it on her blog. So have a great week, everybody. The New Year's right around the corner. It's right around the corner. I'm going to have to think of a new saying rather than keep the joy. I'll have to think of a new saying for 2001. Bye, everybody.